right, guys, I'm having 4 points for breakfast today. Avocado toast. Delicious. One of my new faves. You'll probably see it often. I go through these little spurts where I eat the same thing all week and then I'll switch it up. Walking Nick through making his tuna over biscuits. So he's making this on his own. A cup and a half tomato soup. I'm also going to have 113 grams of the Roundy's cottage cheese. This is 3 smart points and 110 calories. This is lunch, guys. 3 points for my cottage cheese, 0 points for my cup and a half of tomato soup, homemade. That is it for lunch. There is also a cook with me coming on Monday for this soup, so stay tuned for that if you're interested in the homemade tomato soup. This is the PB Fit that I use for my shake. It is 16 grams for a serving. I get this at Sam's Club, and that is the scoop for the Trader Joe Premier Protein, and it turns out to be exactly 16 grams. Just wanted to show you that. There it is, you guys. All done. I love this magic bullet. Today I put in the regular PB Fit, and then I put in 1 scoop of the chocolate and 1 scoop of the vanilla. The chocolate is just a few more calories. So this is 110 and I believe this is 100. And I was totally wrong on my calories on this thing. I said 150, but I forgot to add the carried 1. So it should be 250 calories for this huge malt. It's very filling though. I'm totally craving rice cake, so I'm going to allow myself to have 2 of these. This is 90 calories and 2 smart points. Correction, these are 3 smart points for 2 of them. When I was eating my rice cake, I had 2 rice cakes and I totally wanted 2 more, which I could have had if I really thought about it. I had enough calories to use. I had enough points. Well, not really. I was a little bit over points, but still, I did not need those carbs the day before weigh-in. So I talked myself out of it and I went for a mile walk. I was so proud of myself, you guys. Even though I could have technically had them, I didn't need them. I didn't really want them. I just wanted them because they were salty and I was like, oh, those tasted really good. I'm going to have a couple more like I usually do. But I didn't. I said no and I went for a walk. So yay, that's a plus. I just thought I'd share that because I was so proud of myself, guys. You guys, it's kind of chilly out here. It's like 45, but the sun is not out. And it's really breezy, so it makes it a little cold out here. I'm just going to do 1 mile today since it is weigh-in tomorrow. You guys know if I do any more than a mile, I end up holding on to water weight. So I'm going to get 1 mile in. I've been drinking water, so that's a good thing. And I also had some sparkling water. So I've been trying to walk really fast because I want to warm up for one thing. And I have some things that I'm going to be changing on my plan yet again, because I'm always changing stuff. And you guys know the whole main reason we started doing this is to become healthier. And our goal in the end of this is to be eating like all, or mostly 80% whole foods. So I'm going to start making up changes every week. Our first change is going to be bread, and I'll show you what I mean by that. All right, guys, this is supper tonight again. And yes, it's avocado yet again. 50 grams of avocado. 1 egg on each toast. I have the Ezekiel 4.9 sesame sprouted grain bread. 2 points a piece though, so that's 4 points for that. Plus 3 for the avocado. So 7 points for dinner tonight. There's nothing else on there that is points. I got eggs and shallots and cilantro. And that is it. Ooh, this looks really good. Can't wait to eat this. My last snack of the night is an apple. It's a Honeycrisp, my favorite. I love fall because of the Honeycrisp apples coming out. That is my snack tonight. All right, guys, this is my containers for the 21-day fix that I received in the mail. This paper didn't come with these. I got these from Hydration Sparkle, and she has an Etsy shop called Hydration Sparkle right there. So if you want to check these out, that's where you would go. And you get 1 green. This looks like maybe a little bit bigger than a cup, possibly. This might be like a cup and a half if you squish the veggies in there. This is the fruits. This looks like about a cup. This is the carbs. Actually, protein comes next, and then carbs. And this says, sure it does. It's hard to see on that dark blue. This says healthy fats. And these are raised lettering on there. I believe she put those on there from some kind of vinyl cutouts or something. This is your dressing. And this is seeds. And these are maybe about 1/8 of a cup is my guess on that. So they just go up from 1/8 of a cup to about 1.5 cups worth. This is your veggies and your fruit. I don't know if I mentioned that, those two. But this is the green. So these ones would be this, and then the purple would be this, red, yellow, blue, and orange. And they're all listed on here. And this is your teaspoon of extra that you get. These are free foods. You don't get many choices for free. Hot sauce is free though. Flavors and extracts are free. So we'll start out with the green. These are some of the things you can have inside this container. And there's different plans. There's plan A, there's plan B, and there's plan C. So plan A is where I'm at. It's 12 to 14, well, 1,500 calories about. And these are how many containers of each of those that you can get. So I can get 3 of these filled up every day. And I can get 2 of the purple filled up every day. I can get 4 of the red filled up every day, 2 of the yellow, 1 blue, and 1 orange each. So I can get 1 seed and 1 dressing. And then I get 2 teaspoons of any of these things. So that's how the program works. And I'm going to try it out within the Weight Watchers program. I'm going to weigh everything out and figure out my points and see about where these points end up at. These are all your fruits you can choose from. These are all of your proteins you can choose from, all of your carbs you can choose from. And then blues are your healthy fats. Orange are your dressings. Well, these are your seeds actually, or your dressings. And then your teaspoons, your nut butters, cashew butters, extra virgin olive oil, coconut oil, that kind of thing. All right, guys, first I'm going to take you through my calories for today. October 26th, I turned 50. What I figure is the best birthday gift I could give myself is to stay on plan, which is exactly what I did. And I have been fighting to stay on plan. I've had way too many bad days already that made up for many more birthdays to come. So I decided to myself to stay on plan. So this is what I did today. I had a coffee with creamer for 45 calories before breakfast. And my breakfast at about 9:30 I ate like usual. I had toast, whole grain for 90 calories, 2 slices. I had avocado, 45 grams. It was 80 calories. I had 2 eggs, 180 calories. I had another coffee, which was 45 calories. Technically, I only drank half of that, but I'm still counting it. So we're going to move on from there. Tomato soup, homemade, which I have a cook with me coming Monday. I didn't like it at first, but then as I kept eating it, I fell in love with it. Especially it's good with cottage cheese. It's really good with cottage cheese. So that is 110 calories for that. The soup was 82 calories. And I measured everything out, weighed everything. So these calories are exactly right. Dinner, Ezekiel bread. I changed up my bread, and I will talk about that change when I talk to you in a little bit. 2 slices, 4 smart points for that. Avocado, 50 grams. Eggs, 180. Shallots, 10. And then my snacks were my malt for 5 smart points. 2 strings cheese for 2 smart points. Rice cakes for 3 smart points. I didn't mark that on there. I have a total of actually 25 points because I forgot my second coffee here, but I'm going to count it as 25 smart points. Calories came to 1,352. That's still a little low, but you know what, guys? I'm not hungry at all. Like, I am totally not hungry. But I've been drinking a lot of water today. I had at least 2 32 ounces, and I think I had another 8 or 16 ounces after that. So I think that is part of the problem as well. So today I walked a mile. So a negative 100 calories brings me down to 1,252 with my calories burned. Of course, I count this one. I don't count the calories I burn. I want this to stay under 1,600 or right about 1,600. I figure between 12 and 1600. I like to keep it up towards the 1600 though. And as you can see, my last couple days have been, this one was my best day. I had 1620. And then the day before that, I had 1540. And I was more hungry on this 1620 day than I was today, which I only got 1352. And I think it's because of the water, guys. I didn't drink that much water yesterday, but today I drank quite a bit more than I'm used to anyway. So that is my day. Let me turn you around and talk to you a little bit. Hey guys, no makeup day today. Sorry about that. Same sweatshirt, but I do have a different shirt on underneath, always. I wear this downstairs because it's so warm. The thing I wanted to talk to you about is my weekly changes that are coming up. I would like to, once a week, add something more whole foods, more healthy for me. This week, it's going to be starting tomorrow, technically, but I got some Ezekiel bread that is way healthier than the original bread that I get. I got some of that. We used to eat it before when we were on our whole food diet, and when we were doing carb cycling, we ate it, and we love it toasted. It's so good toasted. You don't even know it's not actual soft white bread. So we toast it all the time, and it's just so delicious. So that is my change that I'm making this week. Next week, I don't know, I have to think about it and see what else I want to change. I may only change up one thing every 2 weeks. I don't know. It depends on what's going on, what I find, what I'm thinking at the time. We'll see what all happens. But this week, I'm definitely changing up my bread and adding that instead of the regular bread. Andrea S., and I know I'm going to murder your last name, Shipper, I think it is. She brought to my attention, she asked me, she says, how do you figure the 150 calories on the malt? And do you use the whole Premier Protein? Which made sense because if you figure it out, the Premier Protein is more than 150 alone. However, I don't use the Premier Protein unless I absolutely have to. I usually use the Carb Master, and the Carb Master is still, I forget what the Carb Master is, but anyway, it's still almost 100 calories, I think, for a cup. So that didn't make sense. And so I'm like, well, that doesn't make sense to me. How did I figure that out? So I wrote it down. I went upstairs and got my slip where I wrote everything down and added it up. I forgot to add my carried one, guys. So it's 250 calories per one of those shakes, not 150. That is a big difference. So I'm glad that she brought that to my attention. I would have continued to count it for 150 every time because I didn't recount it, or I didn't re-add it. So thank you, Andrea, for bringing that to my attention. DT, one of my commenters, she had mentioned to add nuts to applesauce, the unsweetened applesauce. I am totally going to try that. I was going to try it today, and I just didn't have the room to fit it in today, so I'm going to put that on my list for tomorrow to have because it sounds really good. And I love nuts and I love applesauce. So what a great addition I think that would be. I might do that for breakfast tomorrow. I wanted to thank everyone for my birthday wishes. I really appreciate every single one of you guys, so thank you so much for that. Debbie Ann, I think it's Debbie Ann, she had mentioned the fact that 0 points can be a bit high. She is totally right, because what I figured when I first started this whole calorie count thing, a chicken breast, like a regular chicken breast, most people think that's 1 serving. It is not. Sometimes it can be 3 servings. 3 ounces is a serving of chicken breast, and the chicken breast, the whole breast, is 270 calories. So if you're eating a whole breast of chicken, that's a lot of calories just right there for that 1 breast of chicken. Be sure to be aware of those calories and make sure you're not going super duper over or having 2 or 3 breasts of chicken. You know what I mean? So I just thought I'd bring that to your attention because it can be kind of high for 0 point foods. It really can. So my mother-in-law come over today and she hands me $50 and she said, here, get yourself a custom diamond painting of Luna. Oh my gosh, I was so thrilled. I've been wanting to get a diamond painting of Luna. And speaking of Luna, diamond painting coming soon. Can you imagine the cuteness of that diamond painting? Holy cow. And her one little ear that just falls down. Oh, I got to get a good photo of her now. because I want a really nice diamond painting. So we have to try and figure out how to get her to stand still, for one thing. I might just have to have Corey take a picture of her and I together. I don't know. Because it's so hard to get her to sit still unless I'm holding her like this. This is like the stillest she ever is, unless she's super tired. And then both of her ears kind of flop, as you can see. But usually if she's alert, one ear is standing up and this one flops. There you go. Just like that. Yeah. She's so cute though. Oh my gosh, I love this dog so much. And a diamond painting of her would be definitely on my wall for sure. So I thought that was really sweet of her. I know there was something else I wanted to talk to you guys about, but I totally forgot. So I'm going to let you go here so I can get this video not too long. And then Corey's on his way home, so I got to get him supper made. It's already 8 o'clock. He's running late today. And I want to get his supper made fresh. I don't even know what he wants. So I have to ask him because I had eggs again. So I will talk to you guys tomorrow for another What I Ate. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And be sure to share this if you think anybody may like it. Bye. You guys, the picture at the end was the worst day of my life, I swear. Even though it was a really good day in my life because we got to go watch my first Packer game ever. My husband's boss got us these tickets, and so we couldn't turn them down. I didn't realize what I was in for, though. So when we got there early. And I told Nick, I said, let's go find our seat because I wanted to get up, find my seat. I didn't want to have to climb the stadium stairs in front of everybody on the sides of the rows because there's no handles or anything. So me trying to get up these humongous steps, they're like overly large for one thing. They're not regular steps. They're like double steps or something. So it's like I was trying to climb up them and then had to pull myself up too at 330 pounds. It was difficult. So we finally made our way up there after I'm like, I'm just huffing and puffing, thought I was going to have a heart attack. The people in the rows looked worried for me. We get up there, plant our butts. I said, okay, this is where I'm staying. I didn't get anything to drink, nothing, because I knew I did not want to walk down the stairs to walk back up in order to go, down the stairs, go to the bathroom, walk back up. So we're sitting there, we're waiting, and then pretty soon here comes Corey, because Corey and his boss went and got some drinks and food and whatnot. Finally, here they come right before the game starts. Well, a few minutes after the guys sat down, these people come up and they're looking at their tickets and looking at us, and they said, I think you're in our seat. And we're looking, and my husband's like, hun, you got the wrong aisle. You got the wrong row. I'm like, are you kidding me? After I climbed all those stairs, we got the wrong row. What? So we had to literally walk down all these stairs. I had just walked up and almost killed myself. Walk way over to the next row and walk way up those stairs. Guys, it was awful. It was so awful. I didn't know if I was almost ready to say, I'm done. But I couldn't because he spent this money on these tickets. So I forced myself to go up more stairs. I think I got more exercise than I did that I did all year because there was a lot of freaking steps to climb up. But I was so anxious to go sit down that I didn't even realize that I was in one row over. It was so frustrating, but that's our pictures. The day I will never forget. That was the day, the turning point for me, where I really started to rethink my weight loss and get myself on the ball because I did not want to have that embarrassing moment ever again. So that's the picture.
I just want to hold you. I just want to look into your eyes and tell you that I want you. You know you make me feel so alive. Can't stop thinking about you day and night. Love it when you kiss me, love it when we touch.